Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. Today we are looking at one gorgeous 1972 Formula. She's been on the rotisserie. She's just as nice on the bottom as on the top. And look at the paint, man. You want to talk about gorgeous. The sun is making all the metallic dance in this baby. One of my favorite colors. It's a deep maroon. I like to call it strawberry red because I tell you, when you look real close, it looks like one beautiful strawberry. I tell you, you're gonna love checking out the bottom side of this. The motor compartment is just absolutely beautiful. As you look down the side, straight as an arrow, absolutely gorgeous. Great looking set of factory wheels on it, wrapped with some BFGs. You can see how the doors nicely match to the front fender, nice and flush. Also back here, and don't forget, you remember how big these doors are on these cars. These doors are huge. And look at that door panel, man. Of course, it's got my favorite color interior, which is black for a muscle car. It's got a stock steering wheel on it, stock center console, stock seats. All the upholstery looks new, front and rear. There are seat belts back there in the back seat, and it looks like there's plenty of room back there to get people in that back seat, man. I tell you, there is a lot of room in this car. The dash itself's in beautiful shape. I mean, everything about this car, this is an award winner anywhere you go. This is a crowd pleaser for sure. I'm gonna grab the key here. We'll open up the trunk. Now, I suggest whenever you buy any car, make sure you open up the trunk, check out inside the trunk. You can see all the chrome on the back bumpers looking good. Got a couple of fingerprints in the paint, don't worry about that. Now we've got our paperwork here, we've got a nice cover, and look at that trunk floor. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it looks brand new. And one of the really cool things is you see they had the latch out when they did the restoration. They definitely spent the time to do that. I always feel this bottom edge because, again, rain would wrap around here, rot out the bottom edge of any old car trunk lid. You can see everything is just as clean as can be. As you look down the passenger side, again, that passenger door is fitting just like the driver's door, nice and flush to the corner. The body line looks nice and straight. It's also fitting nice and flush to the front fender. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do consignment whatsoever. That means we own this car. So we did our homework before we bought it. Then we're gonna put it up on the lift, take pictures, do the video, and answer any questions you have about this beautiful machine. All right, it is 400 4-speed time, baby, in the Formula. Smooth as can be. Trans feels great. The power steering feels great. Accelerator feels even better. Just an amazing ride right here, guys. And talk about rare. I didn't make very many of these with a gear shifter in them. Most of these were automatics back in the day. It was back when they first started doing all the emissions and all that kind of stuff, and they found out that these cars with 4 speeds put a lot more emissions out, just from what I just did right there when you downshift. Tell you what, I love this thing. It's feeling great. I'm in second gear, going up to third real easy. Now I'm in high gear here, just as smooth as can be. You can see no hands on the steering wheel, going straight down the road. I'm putting the brakes on right now with no hands on the steering wheel and downshifting at the same time. That's fourth, third to second. Around the corner. Here we go. Now down here on the dash, everything's looking stock down here. Let's slow down so I don't have to switch gears here. See the tach's working, the speedo's working. The dash itself's in good shape. Now it does have an aftermarket radio. That's the only thing that's different than stock. It does have a tilt column too, so it is tilting. So if you want to get the steering wheel up high here like you're driving a bus, again, downshifting into second, and then downshifting into first, no problem. Staying in gear, no problem. She's got a nice rumble about her also. Now we're real close to the airport here in Detroit. If you'd like to come visit us, we'd love to have you. We don't get a lot of customers coming in. We do sell most of our stuff sight unseen on the net. So please come on in and visit. We'd love to have you. And hey, if you see Tom or I at a car show, don't hesitate to come up and say hi. Love meeting our customers. Now we're headed back to the shop where we're gonna put this rotisserie built car up on the lift so you can see she's painted body color on the bottom. And make sure you share this video with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put up about a new car every day, sometimes two. Stick with us. All right, we're underneath the Firebird now, and man, she is just as beautiful on the bottom side. As you can see, look at the paint job on that tank, man. That thing is looking sweet. The springs look like they're rebuilt units. We got a sway bar back here. You can see they also painted up the rear end real nice, match the gas tank. Now all the dates and everything line up and the gear ratio lines up. The gear ratio is 342. It is a 10 bolt. You can see that the floorboard, the frame, everything's painted body color, just looking sweet as can be. You can see that the all the lines have been painted bare metal color. So you've got new brake lines, you got new vapor lines, you got a new fuel line, got a beautiful exhaust. They've put band clamps on here, so if you want to pull it down, it's real easy. The transmission, everything lines up on the transmission too, so we do believe this is the original transmission. The date code, everything lines up. The bell housing's all cleaned up, looking good. It's got a stock appearing starter. The bottom side of the motor's painted that same color. Cross members all painted up, looking good. The lower control arms, the sway bars, everything looking sweet. We got one tiny little nick in the nose, but of course only the mice you run over are gonna see that, and I'll have the guys touch that up also. Everything under here just beautiful as can be. It may be the nicest one I've ever been underneath on a 72 for sure. Great looking wheels. We got BFGs here. We got two 1570 14s. Beautiful paint work on those wheels. Trim rings are in great shape. As you look down the side of the car, we got nice reflections in that beautiful paint. You can see the rockers all looking good. We do have one small little dent in the rocker. Again, only the mice are gonna be able to see that. That's gonna be awful low to the ground once we set this thing down on the ground. Frame's nicely painted. Bottom side of the rocker is clean as can be. Out back here, we got two 4560 14s, and again, gorgeous paint work, good looking trim rings. Even the inner wheelhouse is all painted up, looking good. Well, let's lower this baby down and take a look at the 400 under the hood. All right, we got 400 power under the hood, and to me, all the numbers look like they match up. The date code, she's got the Quadrajet carburetor on her, and you can see that they also went ahead and painted the motor that great looking color that they used on the bottom side. It's like a dark gunmetal, just looking sweet. They did the master cylinder and the power brake booster also, the upper control arms, everything just as neat as can be. You can see the inner wheelhouses are painted body color. I mean, just everything looking sweet as can be. This core support also looking sweet. You know, on most of these, those core supports are all beat up looking like crap. This one looks great, besides the fingerprints I just put on it. We got great looking battery in here. I mean, everything under the hood here is looking sweet. The paint on the firewall, all the wiring, all the hoses. I mean, just beautiful workmanship here. You can tell somebody really spent a lot of time, a lot of money. Bottom side of the hood's nicely painted. Guys, this is probably one of the sharpest 72s out there. Give us a call, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.